Hello YouTube family, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm making the smoked fish stew. Join me in my kitchen, let me show you how I made it. When you add this fish to your stew, you would think it's meat until you bite into it and realize, oh, it's fish. It is best with a very firm fish, so smoked mackerel or salmon as you call it in Ghana is not the ideal type of fish for this recipe. For those of you who don't eat meat and only eat fish, this is another recipe you can add to your fish recipes. A very warm welcome to all my new subscribers, and thank you so much to my old subscribers for sticking around with me. If you have been watching my videos and you're not subscribed to my channel yet, I'll encourage you to do so, and don't forget to hit the notification bell so that you are notified anytime I upload a video. I'll go ahead and introduce the ingredients, start the preps, and then we'll go ahead and start making this yummy-licious stew as I do always. This is Lami Cooks and welcome to my channel. I have here some fresh tomatoes, onions, some green pepper which is straight from the freezer. I also have here some tomato paste, my special spice mix. I'll link the video up here for you. I also have here some fish powder which is herrings and some shrimp powder as well. And I have here some garlic ginger powder, some salt to taste. I also have here some sardines just for that extra flavor. And I also have here my oil, and then the star of the recipe is the fish. I call it tuna, it's the smoked fish. I call it tuna. My mom calls it odai. I don't know if it's odai or tuna, or odai is the Ghana name for tuna. Anyway, it's a smoked fish. It looks like tuna for me. Yeah. Yeah, let's go ahead and start the prep. Before I export my fish from Ghana, I make sure my fishmonger removes the head and then the guts from it. I'll just go ahead and remove the bones, the little tiny ones, the ones that I could see, and then the skin as well. You know, in Ghana it's usually wrapped in newspaper, and I just want to get rid of the skin because there's no point anyway. So I remove the skin, but if you want to leave it on, you can. I try my best to remove all the bones that are visible to me because, you know, the kids will also eat some of the stew. So I like to remove as much bones as I can and then scrape off all the skin. Once that is done, I'll rinse it, and then I'll rinse it for the second time again just to make sure everything is cleaned. I'll now go ahead and cut my fish into chunks like an inch and a half thick. I want all of them to look alike so it's presentable. I'm going to go ahead and season them with garlic and ginger powder. This garlic and ginger powder has salt in it already, so no need to add salt. And some of the fish comes salted, so make sure you taste it before you start putting salt in your fish. This didn't have salt, so it was okay. Now I'll go ahead and prep my vegetables. I'll start with the onions. I'm using the food processor so I can get them chopped finely for me. I'll now go ahead and blend my peppers, my green pepper, and then the tomatoes also together. The food processor again crushes it, so it's not too smooth and it's not too rough. So in between there. But you can chop your tomatoes and your onions if you so wish. Now let's go ahead and start cooking. To my pot, I'll go ahead and add my oil. Once it's hot, I'm going to fry my fish. It's usually deep fried, but I try to put less oil in this one. Fam, please make sure you cover this whilst you're frying it because you know there's a little bit of moisture in the fish, oh my, it can splatter, and if you're close by you can hurt yourself. You can actually have a kitchen accident. So make sure you cover it. You'll see it soon ahead in the video. I've done this many times, so I know what I'm talking about. The first time I did this, I almost hurt myself, so please make sure you cover it. And don't leave your kids around your kitchen when you're frying this fish. Watch carefully and see how it's splattered. Did you see that? Yes, so please make sure you're very careful when you're doing this. I almost burned myself when I was going to turn it. You can see it here. I know some people will say it's because it's covered. No, it's not because it's covered. Maybe you say there's moisture going back in. It's not the reason. When you open it, it just splatters and makes like that big noise. So just be careful. Now I'm going to turn it, but I reduced the heat so that the oil could cool down a little bit before you turn it around. You want the other side to cook as well. Once the first batch is done, I'll remove it and then add the second batch until I fry all the fish. Look at that. Make sure you hide it somewhere so you don't finish it before the stew is ready. If you've watched this video till now, please don't forget to give me a big thumbs up. Thank you so much. I'm going to use the same oil. I'm reducing it because it's a bit too much. I'll start by adding my onions, stir it and let it cook for about a minute, and then I'll go ahead and add my special spice mix. I'll let that also cook so that the flavor starts developing for about 2 minutes. Once that is cooked down, I'll go ahead and add my tomato and pepper blend and then my tomato paste. Let it cook for about 10 to 15 minutes, stirring occasionally in between to avoid it from sticking to the bottom of the pot. It's been 50 minutes and you can see the stew has just begun to come together. At this stage, I'll go ahead and add my fish powder and then the shrimp powder. I'll let it cook for another 5 to 10 minutes, but don't forget to stir in between, otherwise it will stick to the bottom of the pot. At this stage, I'll go ahead and add my canned sardine in tomato sauce. This is to give it that extra flavor we are missing from the stock. You know, the stew doesn't have any stock from chicken, beef or any other meat, so this is just to add that extra flavor to it. I'll then add some salt to taste. The stew has been cooking for 10 minutes now and it's almost ready. At this stage, I'll go ahead and add the fish so that the fish absorbs the flavor from the stew, and then the stew also absorbs a little bit of the flavor from the fish as well. I'll let this cook on a low heat for another 5 minutes just to absorb the stew, and your stew will be ready. My stew is ready and I'm serving it today with some rice and an avocado. Tell me you're not hungry when you see this. You can see how the fish looks like meat, however, you only realize it's fish when you bite into it. This stew also pairs really well with yam, plantain, kenkey. You know kenkey and fish, they go hand in hand. Yes. Thank you for watching this video till now. If you are not subscribed to my channel, please make sure you do so, and don't forget to join my notification gang by clicking on the notification bell so that you are notified anytime I upload a video. Also, please don't forget to click on the like button if you didn't do so till now. Until I come your way with another yummy delicious recipe, stay safe. Bye.